too late for me, my friends. Once I gave refuge to the notion, even for a moment, there was no turning back to comfort again. Only a lifetime of defeats, more or less spectacular. So I'll march on to your court dates. I'll gather court dates of my own. I'll miss the ones in prisons and the ones who never made it there. The ones who said, onward comrades to our death, with ruin on their breath, who waited centuries on their tongues. Loaded failed manifestos in their guns, as if defeat repeated often could someday mean we had won. Our history's a vacant lot, littered with empty bank accounts, sobbing parents' broken bones. Glorious songs and lengthy prison terms, a handful of moments that were truly our own. In between desperate gasping for air worth breathing and times worth living. In between desperate gasping for air worth breathing and times worth living. Came to this world a loaded handgun, firing at random, hit the people who were closest, not the ones who deserve it. And some of them still don't talk to me, can't say I blame them for a second. I'll try to aim more carefully, but it's too late for that, I reckon. But not too late for regret. I'll walk barefoot and smoke inside any chance I get. But in the meantime, come on, let's go for a ride like we used to, pistols drawn, screaming liberty or death. Although I think we wanted both somehow, but we'll take the cash instead, stack it high, my friend, till it reaches to the sky, and us and God can call it even. And look each other in the eyes like you did to the county prosecutor. Told them that you were the shooter, but they'd never take you alive. Grabbed his pen and stabbed him in the eye, ran off, never to be seen again. When they strike, hit back harder. If you can't, just hit back meaner. Everybody's got a name and an address and fragile bones to protect what's beating in their chest. Lash out and vanish into mist. Gumshoes can take one in the head. Same to anyone who's ever seen a cop and didn't bludgeon them to death. Same to anyone who's ever had a job and didn't hang their fucking boss off the roof at the post office. So come on, let's take a ride like we used to, daggers drawn, screaming liberty or death. Although I think we wanted both somehow. Came in this world a loaded handgun, I'll leave it empty or not at all. Someday, when I'm a better man than this, I'll listen to the stack of folk punk demo. I'll be eating apples and vegetables and shit by then. I'll breathe in more oxygen than smoke. And I won't reference books that I haven't read, or that I read so doped up that I couldn't talk. I'll learn to like animals, even your fucking dog. Someday, when I'm a better man than this, I'll tell this cop to his face that he's a fucking pig. I'll be pulling jailbreaks and shit, sending nail files in your birthday cakes, high school kid in the country. Dig up concrete to plant vegetables across the street. Neighbors and tweakers pass by, we'll stop for something to eat. We'll set up milk crates as a free box. Then we'll get arrested by the cops. And if we fight back, then we'll get beaten and arrested on felony charges by the fucking cops. Down the gates, buses will block off the street, 'cause nothing else is worth to stop those fuckers in BP. We'll clog up the system, we'll grind streamline to a stop. Then we'll get arrested by the cops. And if we fight back, then we'll get beaten and arrested on felony charges by the fucking cops. Regions of the country, abolish all police, religion, private property. We've done it before, united we cannot be stopped. Then we'll all get lined up and shot by fascists and just communists and liberals who've been waiting all along to be the fascist cops. Highway, guess there probably isn't. There's a darkness in my bones, it reaches all the way down to the mud. There's a spark that's in your eyes, it catches flame, and it burns all through my blood. Locked up. in the bathroom, no one left to blame. I woke up late in this class again, and so I brewed a pot of coffee and went back to bed. Sat some bread, selling junk from the back of the shed. Off the fence, cause the front's being washed by the feds, and we've been this way since. We've been alive, reckless and shy, so I set fire to the house and took off running. I hope that you won't mind. I burned down the house to get myself out of this hell alive. I burned down the house to get myself out, I hope you don't mind. Freedom is nothing soft and sweet, it's beautiful and terrible. It's admitting everything that I don't want anyone to know. It's telling people that I love I stole from them when they weren't looking. It's fucking up so many times they won't pick up when I call them. It's watching people die cause they got back in it, and knowing that I don't have any say in it. It's watching people die knowing I don't get any say.
Fuck it. Oh, we're doing this, bitch. I don't want that jam back.
I skipped class, took the number 5 bus all the way east just to see where it ends. Smoked a cigarette at Udall Station. Got back on the bus again. We've been this way since.
What's up, Crimson?
You met me, heart's not heavy but empty. And once the song could raise me up, and now there's nothing, so I stumble on a broken man.
Exactly. And Goat?
Blood on my head.
Goat. Yes, it's Pat the Bunny.
Hands dead on my feet. Shut down where I stand. With blood on
Go
my
for it,
hands.
Craigo.
Dead on my feet. Show where I stand. Freedom is beautiful and terrible. It's nothing soft and sweet. It's used bullets
What's up,
on
babe?
the sidewalk. Fires across the street.
Go to bowl, get a beer. It's Friday.
With your new boyfriend
What's up,
in
Aspen?
Oakland. It's a pack of wild dogs on a road without a street lamp. Circus in the bedroom,
God, I wish
mics
she still
in the
made music.
kitchen, and no one left the blame for the way I've been living. Spice in the kitchen,
Nah, I didn't
roses
see
in the
Craigo.
bathroom, no one left to blame. I woke up late in this class again, and so I brewed a pot of coffee and went back to bed. Sat some bread, selling junk from the back of the shed. Off the fence, cause the front's being washed by
The
the
bodega
feds.
self-defense?
We've been this way since. We've been alive, reckless and shy, so I set fire to the house and took off running. I hope that you won't mind. I burned down the house to get myself out of this hell alive. I burned down the house to get myself out, I hope you don't mind. Freedom is nothing soft and sweet, it's beautiful and terrible. It's admitting everything that I don't want anyone to know. It's telling people that I love I stole from them when they weren't looking. It's fucking up so many times they won't pick up when I call them. It's watching people die cause they got back in it, and knowing that I don't have any say in it. It's watching people die knowing I don't get any say.
Trust, not a bad song. Not a bad pick. Okay, so Craigo, I went looking. Unfortunately, in a lot of cases where you're not white and well lawyered, it's actually pretty much standard policy to arrest him on the charges and get him charged, and then fucking DA handles the self-defense plea. It's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit because it puts an arrest record on somebody. But it is standard policy in a lot of places to proceed in the manner that they did. Doesn't make it right and doesn't alleviate any of your concerns. Your concerns are valid. Yeah, no, dude, it should have... it should have been kicked to the DA to whether they want to file or not in the first place. But I'm guessing with a name like Jose and the fact that he was working at a bodega, chances are he's probably doesn't have a high-priced attorney up his sleeve, and he probably not that white. DA charged? Oh, well then fuck the DA. Fuck the whole thing then. Yeah, Craigo. I mean, I don't know the case details. I saw what it was, but without like, video evidence or anything like that. I mean, fuck. But I mean, it seems pretty clear cut if it did play out the way. If there's like in-store security footage of the way they're saying it played out, then it's pretty clear cut. DA's outreaching. Oh, grand juries are fucking useless. Grand juries are fucking... Dude, grand juries are like trained monkeys. You can make them do anything you need them to do. It's fucking ridiculous. 100%. Fucking... If he's lucky, the cop won't show up to court. I hate to say this. Because I adore Pat. His guitar playing was better when he was on heroin. When he was full on addict, his guitar playing was better. I hate to say it. People like Pat's fucking musical ability was better when he was on the hard stuff. His lyrical, he's still like he was always capable of writing amazing lyrics, but God, that's fucked up. Yeah, no, the DA's reaching then, Craigo. I don't know what the fucking DA's thinking, but then I have no idea. That's just insane. All right. See who has the most details. CBS, can you play me some video? If CBS can play me some video.
Good evening. I'm Dana Tyler. Christine and Maurice are off tonight.
I need you to not talk. I just need you to show me video.
Prosecutors say it all started with an argument over a declined card. CBS 2's Ali Bauman is live now. But
shows Dirkland's video shows 37-year-old Austin.
I mean, homie, you're behind the counter.
He shoves the clerk, 51-year-old Jose Alba, into
51.
a chair, then
no, wait. I saw 61. No, I'd see 61. I'm seeing 61. That dude's not 51? I'm seeing 51 as well. Either way, it's a 51 or a 61-year-old against a 34-year-old.
Over him. Moments later, Simon seemingly pulls Alba up by his shirt collar and the two men wrestle. We're freezing the video before the clerk pulls out a knife and stabs Simon multiple times.
The first thing that you feel is you fears about your life.
Second-degree murder.
Right to the
Simon bleeding from 2 stab wounds in his chest and 1 in his neck. He later died at the hospital, and the NYPD arrested Alba, the deli clerk, for second-degree murder. Alba's customers are coming to his defense.
Very good people. Very, very good people.
Well, the man is defending himself. He has a right to defend himself.
Do you think he should have been arrested for murder?
Nah.
Since his arraignment this weekend, Alba was being held on a $250,000 bail. Prosecutors said the altercation began when the victim's girlfriend tried...
They sent him to Rikers? Okay. They sent that old man to Rikers, y'all. They sent that old man to Rikers?
A snack for her daughter, but the card was declined. The clerk then took the snack
That just
back from the
dawned on
child,
me.
according to
That just
prosecutors,
dawned
and
on me.
left. Minutes later,
They
Simon
processed
walked
him.
in and went behind the counter of the store to consult with the clerk.
I saw him as a hard-working, innocent New Yorker that a person with...
And hours later, the DA's office says even before the public outcry, they had been working on a new bail package that would be the least restrictive alternative to assure his return to court on this serious matter.
You know you did well when this is how you're handling the press that day.
At the request of the defense counsel and district attorney. We were there as Alba returned home from Rikers Island hours later. The DA's office says even before the public outcry, they had been working on a new bail package that would be the least restrictive alternative to assure his return to court on this serious matter.
The DA will have to effectively prove beyond a reasonable doubt that this defendant was not acting in self-defense.
Legal expert Dmitry Shaknovich says...
Fucking legal expert. It's just the video alone. Who would arrest? Who would arrest? Who would bring charges? I mean, is he looking to lose? Is he looking to like tank his own elections for some reason? Zippy, to be perfectly honest, just say why he was behind the counter. I'm not reopening the tab and scrubbing. Searching for some nebulous point in a video that I don't know necessarily where it exists. Stabbed him while his hand was on his neck. It was over a bag of chips. I mean, we can't watch the full video. The full video shows a dude getting fucking stabbed to death. Oh. Apparently it's probably over a declined card for some bag of chips. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, why? I mean, a bodega in New York, you'd think they'd have barrier glass, right? You could easily find it. It's not going to be difficult to find it. But, yeah. Yeah, dig. That's fucking hilarious. I can't believe they tried. I can't believe they, dude, they fucking, who would arrest? Who would file? That's insane. I don't know about you, but I'm not dying over chips. Look, Crimson, you know as well as I do, it wasn't about the chips. It never is. Motherfuckers get stabbed over $3 and shit, but it's not about the $3. The dude jumped the counter, began to assault and attempt to choke out a dude who is twice his age and not nearly as physically fit. It was self-defense. What's up with it? Yeah. Sometimes people choose violence. Just freaking shoplifting would have been a better solution. Yeah. Yeah. No, he just got him correctly. He got him in the right place. He got him in the fucking neck. Tapped. Dude's done. Reportedly, the EBT, his girlfriend's EBT card was declined, which led to an argument between her and the store clerk, Alba, who was working at the time, stabbed Simon when Simon jumped the fucking counter and began to attack the man. It was straight up, and we watched him attack him. But yeah, that's apparently what happened, is fucking Austin Simon apparently attempted to potentially rob the store as well after it. So there may have been some escalation in a couple of different avenues there. Oh, for fuck's sake. Get the fuck out of here. Shut the fuck up. What kind of bootlicking, dumbass, lack of common sense bullshit is that? If a store clerk takes your fucking card, that doesn't give you the right to assault the store clerk, you dumb fuck. This is like fucking people who argue that if a pedestrian does, just because the sign doesn't say pedestrians have the right of way, if they walk out in front of my car, I could hit them. No. No, that doesn't give you the right to commit vehicular manslaughter. You fucking dummy. Jesus Christ, I can't believe you're attempting to even argue that. The fucking store clerk could have fucking pissed on the dude's card on the ground. It doesn't give the dude the legal right to fucking jump the counter and begin to batter the man. Holy shit. I don't know. You know. Jesus. How do you get a replacement EBT? Probably a fucking 800 number, Zippy. Okay, so that's justification. Physical force is generally defined therein. Cool, cool. Use of. Oh, Jesus. That's actually pretty permissive. Okay. You win TV. Hey, Aka. I have. UN TV, just so you know, my stepdad was a judge for many years. Just so you're aware going into this conversation that my familial household is made up of medical and legal / firearms. We owned a lot of fucking firearms training facilities and gun ranges and taught firearms training classes. So anyway, fun. New York self-defense laws. We'll just look at this on Find Law. It's the easiest way to get to it. Duty to retreat. When you stand your ground, and castle doctrines have in common is that there's no duty to retreat. New York self-defense laws at a glance. It's not a stand your ground state, but the state does follow similar doctrine to castle law. But that's neither here nor there. You want use of physical force justifications. Use of physical force in defense of a person. A person may use physical force if he or she reasonably believes it is necessary to defend himself, herself, or a third party when there is reasonable belief of imminent use of unlawful physical force. Not only was the store clerk justified, the initiating force isn't justified. So you have an illegal act followed by a legal act. No, homie. Subsection 3 states that use of deadly physical force is allowed when someone reasonably believes it is necessary to prevent death or serious physical injury. Lamau. Homie. Derek Chauvin proved neck attacks can be deadly. Right? On a national stage. We showed what sustained neck injury can do. It is deadly. This is someone half his age, superior physical prowess, attempting to damage his neck. That is a deadly attack. Deadly force is authorized and justified in such cases. And you'll find basically all 50 states follow the same justification. Lamau. So anyway, if you want to sit down, go to the back of the class and throw spitballs like you probably did in school anyway, feel free to do that now. The adults are going to have a conversation now, though. Anyway. Well, if he's 14, he's got to go. He's not allowed in he's not allowed in this community. If he's 14, he got to go. But anyway. Yeah, that's a crazy fucking case. I don't see reports of that. Zippy, I don't know where you're getting this information. You're getting worked up over some shit that I don't see at all. I mean, the longest articles with the most details and the graphic video and the photos that I'm seeing dated 2 days ago make no mention of him confiscating his card. He doesn't even... Look at the fucking... What are you getting worked up about? He doesn't even have the card in his hand. He's got like some piece of paper. Here. Go watch the whole thing. They show the whole stabbing. And nowhere does this even... And none of them. I'm looking at multiple ones. You're getting worked up. I'm like... this old dude just got fucking... Like... He apparently tried to rob the store, Zippy. Like, that's apparently what he fucking tried to do. The EBT card was declined. She tried to use it to buy chips for her 10-year-old daughter. The 32-year-old woman claimed that Alba grabbed the snack out of her daughter's hand, so she began to knock over items on the counter, ran home to get Simon, who then stormed into the bodega and attacked the dude 10 minutes after the incident even began. He was literally backed into a corner and held at bay, UNTV. Literally backed into a corner, sat down with a man standing over him. That is the dumbest argument, and this DA is going to lose this case just like you would lose this case if you even tried to bring this before a fucking judge. This is going to get knocked out so hard and fast. Watch. You've been making dumbass arguments from the beginning, you know it. Now you're trying to couch. I gotta be careful where I scrub in this video. Ooh, my fucking ad blockers over here don't like fucking this site. There we go. All right. This is his duty to retreat. This is the position he had this man in before he began to assault him. Please. Yes, it's after he has pushed him down. Zippy, this video is the stabbing video. And because so many people weren't able to put 2 and 2 together, I had to fucking carefully scrub through, because second and a half after this motherfucker's bleeding out his neck. This dude tries to get up, he tries to get past this dude, and this dude loses his shit on him, starts going for his fucking neck, and he fucking, yeah. And all of a sudden, motherfucker bleeding out. On a white shirt. It's ready apparent. So, yeah. Six days at Rikers, 61 years of age. Yeah. Duty to retreat. It's not about the card. He didn't have the card. It's a false narrative. You're fucking talking fake news now. We already know this at this point. The motherfucker didn't have the card, dummy. Pay attention to the story. He didn't have a fucking card. His girlfriend had a fucking card. She got declined. The fucking dude wouldn't let her kid have the fucking food. She ran home to get his fucking boyfriend. And the boyfriend comes back 10 minutes later and fucking tries to fucking assault the store clerk. Puts him in a fucking corner, puts him on the fucking, sits him down when the dude tries to get up past him. He fucking tries to choke him out and he fucking stabs him as a result. Hey, the fuck attention. Homie, he didn't have his fucking card. It wasn't even his card to start with. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh my God. Catch up. Oh shit, Kai just went Seinfeld. I mean, Gord, don't corner people and you won't get stabbed in the neck. This ain't hard. I'm on Team Gord with this one. Team Gord, hashtag Team Gord all the way. Don't corner people or you don't get stabbed in the neck. It's fucking common sense where I come from. Oh, Jesus. Hashtag Team Gord. What? Ham. Why are they defending this man? I don't care if the clerk had the card or not. This is not how you solve problems. Did he deserve to die for it? Probably not, but that's the risk you take when you act violent. I know, right? Oh. Fun times. Fun times. Fun times. They sent a 61-year-old man to Rikers because a bunch of fucking NYPD cops who are too fucking stupid to know their ass from a hole in the ground fucking decided to run this 61-year-old up on charges. And then a fucking DA who's literally having to hide his fucking face from the press when they're hounding him about this case and already rolling his shit back. Oh, we're trying to make it easier on fucking no, this is a fucking bomb of a case. Nobody's gonna want this. Nobody's gonna want this. This is a stinker on arrival, and this DA just got saddled with it and decided to do the dumbest move of his career and not scream at the fucking cops for why the fuck did you bring me this case in an election season, you dumb fucks. Right? Like, this is the dumbest fucking A. That's okay. The fucking black dude here in Las Vegas made $90,000. He settled out. Remember a little while back I was talking about how this the black dude who was, how old was he? He was fucking young. 23. Fucking Vegas, Henderson nabs this fucking kid, 23-year-old black kid. January of this year. The lawsuit was January of this year. They nabbed this kid last year and fucking arrest him on a warrant for someone else who's a 49-year-old white dude who's already in custody in California. Henderson fucking hangs on to him. They pass him off to fucking Vegas. Vegas hangs on to him. Everybody could have verified his identity 9 ways to Sunday. Nobody fucking bothered. Didn't meet the description whatsoever. And one of the California counties that was looking for him already had the fucking dude. They're like, we got him. Fucking, because Nevada tags out, we've capped lawsuits against the state, any governmental organizations at $100,000. That's all you're allowed to legally sue any government entity in the state of Nevada for, with like, there's excluding clauses and stuff. But yeah, it caps at $100,000. He got $90K out of it. He spent 6 days or some shit. Yeah, Hendertucky, dig. Fucking A. Shit like this happens. Complete incompetence throughout the system. And then people fucking give the benefit of the doubt to these morons. Jesus fucking Christ. Shoot me. Because we have a lot of lawsuits. Dude, dig, there was those years where where Las Vegas was the #1 officer involved shooting rate in the country for like a stretch. And nobody even fucking talked about him. Yeah, dude, Vegas had lawsuit after lawsuit. What? The cap on lawsuits? They're repeating the free market. My freedoms. Yeah, dude, Metro's PR department is amazing. Like, they keep them. It's not that they're like out there like making them seem good. They're just like, keep us off the radar. Just like dead zone us. It's amazing that the Las Vegas Metro just stays off the radar. Good, bad, indifferent, just neutral. Just wash the bad and don't talk. Don't talk too much. Fucking dude, it's amazing how sort of they just stay out of the limelight, even though they get up to all sorts of crazy shenanigans. Oh yeah, dude. Fucking, they got a whole PR department just to fucking. I remember when that the veteran. Remember the veteran who got shot in the Costco down on like Marks? Dig. This is just insider baseball now. This is just two Vegas locals talking. When the veteran, bunch of years back, was that decade and a half maybe? It's a decade, right? The veteran got shot in the Costco. It was Costco parking lot down on Marks, and we found out that they had a whole PR department. That like they had a floor, like Metro has a PR department who's responsible for like just slandering fucking victims' names. They just drag them through the mud. Like it was one of the things we found out from that one. Oh. Vegas Metro PD's PR remembers Shut the Fuck Up Friday. They really do. I don't remember this, but I know the tactics though. Yeah. Also, I was like teen years. Fair enough, Doug. Fair enough. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, we learned a bunch about them that week. Oh yeah, they just straight go on the offensive, dude. He was PTSD, drugs, drug combinations, illegal drugs, fucking questionable affairs, dude. They ran that dude through the fucking mud. It's amazing. Oh, just like Scientology. Yeah, narrator. Yeah. Straight up. Same playbook. Probably, you know what? The playbook probably looks a lot like COINTELPRO. This is just coordinated intelligence. This is just straight up. This is just, take a page out of the FBI and CIA's handbook on this one. Tends to work. It's wild as fuck that we have so much crime here in Zero News Reports. Shit pops off every day to read. I live in a good side. Yeah, dude, they keep that shit out of my part of the city. They keep that shit out of here. It's fucking. We did have some home invasions a bunch of years back though. There's one here in this neighborhood. One of the houses, the house on the corner. Fucking, they straight up kicked that front door in and at gunpoint, held him hostage, and fucking full home invasion. This neighborhood went on fucking lockdown when that happened. Not like the night of the incident. I'm just saying all of the neighbors dude, they got real twitchy after that. They got real twitchy. Like, it would be not a good idea to hit this neighborhood after that. Like, just a bunch of old white ex-military veterans, Mormons, fucking all those types in my neighborhood. That's who lives in this little mini complex we have here that's carved out these houses. Yeah. There was some motherfuckers looking to get some action. Like, just let them try. Oh, Dig, they all work here. Dig, I looked up the sexual offender registry. Dude, they all work here. Yeah, dude, you just boom, bunch of them around here. Yeah, like all of the like retail spaces. Yeah, that's what it was. Most of these things are taught in Evil School. Character Assassination 101. Yep. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. You want... Why does the map light up like Christmas? It kind of does, Beast. It kind of does. Fucking, you know, some of them you look at because Vegas, Nevada gives details. Like, I don't know, we get details. Like, some of them you're just like whatever, but a lot of them you're like, okay, could you? Well, I suppose I'm out of your age range, so I'm safe. You know what? You know, some of them I'm like, you know what? Fuck, I'd rather have him next door to me. Straight up. Yeah. Like, some of them, I've thought that before. I'm like, you know what? I'd rather have the pedophile next door. Yeah. Like, if there's going to be this element in society, there are some of them that I'm like, you know what? I'd rather have them near, like, close at hand. I want to be able to keep an eye on them. And I'm not in danger. You know, I'm safe. So, you know, like, just, you know, keep an eye on that. It's like, we'll just surround you with adults. You know, no kids, no teens, just adults. Just fucking single, gay male, lesbian couples, like just adults. Just surround. That's how we should structure that element of society. It's like, look, there's gonna be an element in our society that we have to contend with. Let's just, you know what? Just not put you there. Open carry. Oh yeah, dude. This part of the world, Peaky. Open carry everywhere, dude. The Southwest is super gun friendly. Yeah, it's all open carry, but this part of the world, yeah. Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, fucking Nevada, Wyoming, like Montana. Dude, it's all open carry. Southwest is pro mass shooting. I mean, you know, we don't give a shit. That's the thing. Southwest just doesn't give a shit. Like that is still like, you know. I'll tell you right now, like there's plenty of people here in Vegas, that are like hashtag Vegas strong. If you don't know, hashtag Vegas strong is from the fucking shooting here. People like remember, it's a thing for this city. People legitimately do remember in Las Vegas the mass shooting that happened here, and in the same breath, they will tell you, don't you fucking dare touch my guns. Like that, this is the part of the world that are the true blue believers that when seconds matter, police are minutes away. Like, this is the part of the world that still has that, like, intrinsic knowledge from settling the West and shit like that. You know, when there's just these vast open spaces, there's this sort of, like, cultural memory out here that people are like, yeah, you just got to handle shit yourself sometimes. And so they're not gonna, like, they see the Metro's response in Vegas. Oh yeah, in Vegas, fucking for sure, dude. Vegas has not forgotten Metro's response. Metro's response was shit. Uvalde is hilarious, but you want the real number, right? The real number is here. They stood outside that fucking room for an hour. They were on either floor. They had him surrounded effectively, while, yes, 60 people died and hundreds, like 500, 600, hundreds were wounded. Yeah, Vegas Metro just stood by, let it happen. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't think that we've fucking forgotten. Like the locals, like there's a logic to it. There's many people who disagree, but there's a logic to it. It's like, you're not taking our fucking firearms because we can't rely on the police. We already know that. Yeah, no, Jake, we're the number one. Yeah, we have the number one slot at present. Am I a gun nut? No, but my stepfather is, and he is an FFL holder, federal firearms licensee, law enforcement military edition firearms, all that sort of stuff. We ran training and ranges and dual certifications for Nevada and Arizona, and mom fucking shooter and this, that, and the other thing. So I have a lot of fucking experience. I don't have to be a gun nut. Like, it was done for me. It's like if you're like, imagine if your like dad owned a car dealership. Forget the money element of it. Just imagine if your dad like owned a car dealership, right? Chances are you're never gonna like really think much about your next car, right? Like if you have a need for a car, that just happens for you pretty much. Like that's just a part of it. So that's just an element. Like I would never, if I just need, like if I wanted a gun, they're all in the family collection one way or the other. So I don't have to be a gun nut. I'm not super into it. I enjoyed the training. I enjoyed the safety. I enjoyed the mechanics of it. I enjoyed the clearing processes. I love the sort of the meditative processes of, sniping a shot. I do enjoy a good rifle round. But no, Viscus is far more of a gun nut than I am. By miles, if you know who that is in community. Very weird mixture versus most metropolitan area. Hey Corey, I like it, but seems unique for obvious reasons. Had family out there, unharmed, luckily. Yeah, good. I'm glad. Leftists who hate the government are pro-police taking your firearms are just lol. Yeah. Not gonna lie, Charlottesville PD had the same idea for that white nationalist march. Just don't be involved until it's suddenly clear what to do. Astral. Saw a few leftists saying that you shouldn't need a gun unless you're rural and police response times are too long after Uvalde. Fuck me. Not just that, but there's a gun store almost as much as slot machines. It's just a part of the culture out here. Do I have a tank? No, I do not have a tank. Gord, yeah, I'm not fucking trusting Baltimore PD for fucking shit. Dude, there's no reason to trust Baltimore PD for shit. As many times as those sketchy motherfuckers have gotten caught out doing shit, yeah, definitely never trust Baltimore PD. Them sketchy motherfuckers. We have a lot of desert to shoot, so fair enough. Yeah, exactly, Dig. Like, you just fucking walk out in the desert and shoot. It's more difficult to do in Las Vegas proper, but, like, when you live in, like, desert, like, I'm not kidding you. When I lived out in Arizona, like, you just drive up the street and shoot. Like, just go a quarter a mile that way and pop off some rounds. Just go plinking. Literally just go blinking. No deal. I have wandered the deserts as a like young teenager, just shooting 12 gauge rounds. Just popping 12 gauges. It's a good time. It's a good time. Nothing in particular. Just, We have guns here in mass. But we also have licensing and required training. I would be probably the type of person that would have been the one giving that training. That's what we used to do. Like 20 minutes from Lone Mountain, 30 minutes from Black Sheep. I don't know the name. But they built Aliante Station. Oh, okay. So, yeah, okay. I thought you were... Either way, we don't need to do that. Shit, there's memes of where I live with they raise their hood, they're up to no good about cop cars. So I wonder if the black community isn't treated like Kai's Desert. Just go up the street planking. Okay. I mean, I've told the story before. There's the Vegas cop who his girlfriend was deposed. She gave testimony. He used to come home and say, one of these days I'm going to shoot an N-word and get a vacation. Want to guess what he did? Black veteran was having an episode in his car in the apartment complex. And he was, yelling and talking to himself in his car, and people called the cops. The cops come in and pincer his vehicle. And he freaks out and he backs up once into their cars. And they took that as a lethal threat. And they fucking dropped this motherfucker. And the dude who dropped him was the same guy who used to come home to his girlfriend and say, one of these days I'm going to shoot an N-word and get a paid vacation. Well, you want to know what happened? He got 2 years while they sorted the whole case out. At the end of it, his attorney petitioned the police union and the police department under like mental disability and PTSD. He cashed out early and he got his pension. He got to retire. Welcome to Las Vegas. Yeah, what's up, Trav? Yeah, well, sometimes you walk in the right time and the wrong time. You know what? I've even got the quick clot on hand, Corey. Fucking, all right, it's fine. It's fine. You'll be fine. This is gonna burn. Hold on. Yeah, we got a few I got a few patches. I know my stepdad's got quick clot, but I've got a few in my like hiking bags and my like survival kits and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure, I've got some quick clot. I'd be able to patch you up pretty quick too. Fuck it. Those things dude, they burn. They burn, but they work. They work. That's a product that I could tell you, like everybody, dude. All you little fucking street medics, get yourself some quick clot. This is not hashtag. This is not legal advice. Hashtag. This is not medical advice. Quick Clot's a good product, and we use it in like we've always used it in like search and survival rescue situations in like rural and wilderness. Super useful product. Dig. I have some. Oh wait, no, I have bleed stop. That's for the follows. Let's see. Tech support asks where to find this for cheap. It's not really available for cheap. But hold on. Yeah, that was fucking weird. Let's see where. Okay, so like okay, so we could do just start here, just for purposes, right? Okay. So we've got this. But this is what we tend to use is the advanced quick clot. This is the more. But let's see what they can I buy direct from these guys these days? No. Okay. What you got? Hang on. We're just gonna check something here. I'm like, can I buy the fucking Quick Clot Combat one on the fucking, like, on Amazon? All right. Oh God, yes, dude, those burn even worse. Those burn even worse. And Sky Wizard, the only reason I would advocate for Quick Clot over the granuled method is that it's a far easier application. It's the non-woven material, the non-woven impregnated material of the Quick Clot allows for like even and quick application of the astringent. Across like just a dedicated area. It makes it, especially in like street medic or SAR situations, dude, those applicators are just, if it was a controlled situation, I'd have no problem with it. But yeah, for purposes of like SAR and like street medic work, me personally, but you know, yeah, dig. Sorry, we live in gun culture. I need to stop the bleed as need. Yeah, E-Composer it is. There's some other stuff that they're using these days too. But yes, traditionally zeolite is the fucking. It would be a catalytic absorbent, right? It's an absorbent agent, but it's also a catalytic agent that kicks off the. There is like, dude, it legitimately lets you know it's there. Killing this. Yeah, it's that's zeolite. Yeah, I think the impregnated bandage is the way to go for most people. Astro, I've seen that. Not the Kickstarter, but I've seen some of the fiber and stuff before, right? Like somebody's played around with that before. Do you have the Kickstarter? Throw that my way. I want to see it. I dig. Yeah, Rev, that'll do it. Thanks for the follow, though. Yeah, tech support. Just get the bandage. Just get the bandage. Or get two of them. I mean, they're worth having around. They're worth having around, especially if you can like hand off one, and be like, here, you may need this. Always useful to have around. Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that just overlaps. I was looking at a fucking wilderness medic course the other day, actually. It's ridiculous. There's no actual medic certifications here in Nevada. Got to go to Utah or Colorado. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Or California. But yeah, Nevada doesn't have any. Nobody runs any schools out here. Oh, their shelf life is pretty solid. I can actually, dude, I could go pull one off my shelf and check for you. 5 years. Tech support. Quick Clot has a Z-Medica, the developer. Yeah. So they used to be 3 years. They're now 5 years. So if you buy a new one, it's a 5 year shelf life. There you go. To seal or VitaSeal, I think. Essentially two component, fiber and glue. All right. All right. Let's see. What else we got? Twitter's suing Elon Musk. Jesus Christ. All right. Let's see. Oh, look. Financial criminals were acquitted of fraud by a Swiss court. Who would have guessed? Financial crime in Swiss. Name two things. No, Nazi gold in Switzerland, I suppose. Well, I suppose Nazi gold is a financial crime, right? Thought about joining the EMT at work. Hey, it's rough on your back. It's rough on your knees. It's rough on your your general mobility, and it's rough on your brain. Dude, they put up with a lot of shit and they see a lot of shit. Narrator. So, we talked about that $45 billion spending increase that the DoD got. Okay, so apparently that's a 450,000% return on investment. The military-industrial complex is estimated to have given $10 million to the Congressional Defense Committee members in this last cycle. And the DoD received a potential $45 billion spending increase. So doing the math on that, to spend $10 million to get $45 billion potentially, 450,000% return on investment. There's very few things in this world that can give you that kind of return on investment. Well, fair enough. Yeah, it's not much in this world that works those kind of numbers. What about the latest shitcoin? Oh. Alex Jones has encouraged Marjorie Taylor Greene to run for president, saying that she's smarter than Trump and DeSantis. I think it's great. I think it's great. I think it's legitimately, I think he was just feeling trolly. I think Alex Jones was just feeling trolly. Remember, he's talked shit about Q. He's talked shit about Trump. He's talked shit about, the fact of the matter is that, I wouldn't. It just feels trolly. Look, you know what? I'm going to encourage Marjorie Taylor Greene to run for president. Fucking. No, Zerum, I'm all for it. But the fact of the matter is she probably get an uncomfortable percentage of the like initial votes. You'd be he's completely off his rocker, but I'll be damned if he's not entertaining. Exactly. The man is eminently entertaining. Tech. Oh. Yeah, she'd probably get a percentage of the vote that you'd be like, ooh, that's uncomfortable. Like, really? Marjorie Taylor Greene won 13% of the Georgia primary. You'd be like, wait a second, what's going on here? You end up with the first female president, Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's what happens. You fuck around and find out. You end up with the first fucking female president of the United States, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Sworn in. Fuck around and find out. That dude, you think Trump was bad. Wait till you see President fucking MTG. Yeah. And the Dems didn't learn. An uncomfortable percentage. Yeah, an uncomfortable percentage. Like, it's going to be double digits. It's going to be double digits. Yeah. If that happens, I'm sneaking into Mexico. President Peachtree Dish herself. You should get to the bottom of that Jewish space laser program. You know she'd ask, too. You know she'd ask. Fucking some weathered, battle-hardened, fucking 3-star or 2-star general who's drawn the short straw, has to fucking schlep over from the Pentagon and fucking finds himself walking into this office that he holds in high regard, right? You don't get to that level without being at least somewhat of a true blue believer in the system, right? And he fucking walks in and has to salute Marjorie Taylor Greene, and then sits down and proceeds to answer her questions as to whether or not there is a secret Jewish space program. Shortly thereafter, he'd probably find a taxi home, retire to his, his one room in the bottom basement of the house that he feels still at home. His wife having long left him after the relationship fell apart due to his career coming first. He probably takes solace in a single tumbler of just, a good single malt scotch. And as he sat down in that favorite recliner, he'd take one sip and then slowly but surely take his service revolver out and press it to his temple. But hey, what do I know about the MTG presidency? Sorry, I was hard on you as well, TV. And thank you. Yeah, motherfucker, he just end it. There's no coming back from that. Oh. Since I'm from Arkansas, can I say that green looks inbred? Since I'm from Arkansas, can I say green looks inbred? Rev, I think it's like the N-word, right? Incest is like the N-word. If you're from the Deep South, you can talk about it. Is that how it works? I don't know. Somebody, quick! Somebody call up somebody woke. Somebody get a woke scold. Seeing Kyle Kalinske talking to Jordan Peterson? Nope. That was quick and easy, wasn't it? Boom. Nope. I can't say much in PA. We have that asshat running for governor. Mehmet Oz. Yep. Good old Mehmet. Fucking. At least you got Fetterman. She acts like she's lacking or has too many genes. I actually know a couple people who are. Her eyes are too close together. Fascinating rep. Boom. It's a good one. I'm good. If you got like a 30-second clip highlight, maybe. I don't care. Like I don't care about Jordan Peterson. Like I don't understand. He's just a fucking former academic who fucking lost his fucking mind. He just lost his mind. Dude went crazy. Shit happens. You know, people spiral out. They hit burnout. Something triggers them. They fucking spiral. Next thing you know, you're fucking crazy. Dude's crazy. He fucking lost his mind. Fucking eating nothing but meat and drinking salt water. Fucking getting addicted to benzos. I mean, Jesus goddamn Christ. Dude's all fucked up in the head. That fucking psycho daughter of his, who's apparently like the most manipulative motherfucker on the block. Yeah, oh yeah, 9 minutes way too much. The fuck? Boom. Fucking this is some TikTok fucking shit. What the fuck? Attention span. Oh shit. Okay, yeah. Oh, all right, I know who you're talking about. People take JBP. I don't even, dude. Every time I see JBP, I just think Jesse Lee. I'm like, why is it this JLP? JLP's infinitely more entertaining than JBP. Well, yeah, but I mean, tech support. The argument is that fucking, there's a lot of hateful fucking people in the world. There's a lot of them. Most of them just keep their fucking head down. This dude lost his fucking mind. I saw did I see the latest JLP drama? Nope. See how this game works? It's a great game. You guys asked me if I've seen some fucking internet drama or some videos or some talking head stuff, and I say no. It's a fun game. Oh shit! Did douchebag McGee read his did he read his Django Unchained script? What I'm asking is, did Destiny read his manifesto? But yes, aka douchebag McGee and his Django Unchained fucking script. Oh, because that was supposed to be today, right? The fucking manifestity. Yeah. Fucking whatever he named that shit. Some fucking the end of fucking yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh. It's a problem. It's too many people take this shit seriously. Oh, he's got a few of them. Milton, he's got a few of them. Usually it's N-word, 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 some online drama, N-word. He likes to do the N-word manifestos. He's done a few. Hey, Viva. He's done a few of those. But this one apparently was the trans question and Vosh drama and something else. Yeah. Yeah, we're talking about Little D. Viva. I asked. I was like, hey, didn't fucking... he was performing his manifesto today. Okay. I didn't stick around. Hey, Caboose. I thought about you earlier. Something. Saying, doing. I thought about you. Either way. Should I look into the trans question? Dude, it's a whole section. It's like chapter in the manifesto. Oh shit, Dig's back. Everybody put it away, put it away, put it away. Dig's back. Shit. Alright, I'll take a minute. What the fuck? All right.
You gave the example, one of your arguments against a biological definition of woman was that we didn't know about chromosomes many years ago. Well, first of all, I don't think biological sex is defined in terms of chromosomes. But let's just use the example of water. Maybe we could agree that water is H2O. That was true even before we knew about chemistry. That was the definition of water before anybody knew anything about chemistry, before we knew about H2O. Back when Aristotle thought water was just an element. Nevertheless.
No.
This isn't true.
That water has not always been H2O?
No.
Yeah. All you have to do is cross the Mexican border. And over there, it's aqua. That's H2O, not water.
Aqua means water. Aqua is water.
It's a different term.
Actually, it's agua. It's not aqua, right?
Dumb fuck.
I love it. I love it. It's like I love the tapping and everything. No, it's 100%. You just argue that all day long. It's like, no, we had different understandings of physical sciences back then. Well, was it still consisting of it? Yes. Was the actual underpinnings of it that? Yes. Well, it depends on your perception of reality and consciousness, I suppose. There's an argument to be made there. You could probably shift it up. But all of that's going to come down to objectivism versus subjectivism. And at the end of the day, subjectivism is going to win. Jesus Christ. All right, Syndicus, I'll tell you this right now, straight up. Check the stream title. Friday High Day. Now, know that you're walking into that. I will have a discussion, but I will have a discussion with you. I have no idea necessarily what you're asking, what you're proposing. I have skimmed it, but I trust that through my rather instinctual Socratic methodology that I tend to fall back on and my underlying processes, I'll be able to suss out what the fuck we're talking about partway into the conversation. But yeah, sure, I'm willing to. Sidicus believes that climate change is not caused by fossil fuels, but by bad vibrations in people's minds, so you know. Fuck yeah. You know what? Yes, let's do this. Let's do this. You know, it's been a minute since we've done one of these. Yeah, it's been a minute. Thank you, Rye. Yeah. Syndicus, sure. Rev, you still here? I'm sorry. Oh no, boom. AL. This is gonna be a whole thing. Oh, fun fact. See, thank you for warning me, Cupcake. Yes, isn't it annoying when they don't? I'll be back. Somebody scold him for that.
Isn't that corrupt?
Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Jones here for Proudly Radical. Since I owe Kai a few favors from back in the old days. Shit, I probably shouldn't talk about that. Wait, why are you still recording? Fine, just be sure to edit it out. Anyways, as I was saying, this is Alex Jones, and I just wanted to teach the proletariat a few things about anarchism. Anarchism isn't about chaos. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Anarchism is about the people. It's about solidarity and mutual aid. It's about removing unjust authority and hierarchies. We should all be anarchists. The world would be a better place. Now, I'm going to apologize again to all those parents whose lives I ruined because I'm such a douchebag. Jones, out. All right, Kai, this has got to make us even for that in.
L. Love that take. Based Alex Jones. Never said it. Oh. All right, give me 1 sec here. Okay. Now. Oh, why the fuck did that? My tab just died on me there. All right. Died. Okay. So I'm just live on somebody's air. I always love it when I'm live on somebody's air. Oh, all right. L, I may bring you in on this one at some point or another as well. You'll enjoy this. All right. Synaticus, can I get you to count to, I don't know, 5 for me, please, so I can do your audio?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They always go up at the end. Let's see. Oh, Jesus Christ. Streamception time, bees? Not on my side. Okay. Che, every time I think I understand the rough layout of Kai's room, he does something which shows I know nothing. There's a bathroom. There's a bathroom over there. There's a shower and there's a whole bathroom attached to that. That heads out to the courtyard. All right. This heads down the hallway, and there's pull-up bar and a hangboard there. That's why you could see me do that there. But there's a long extension hallway down there. They're Che to help you orient yourself. So, Synaticus, what do you want to discuss today?
Well, first off, I will share next time that I'm streaming.
It's literally the only reason we scold you, one, is because one, it's common courtesy, but two, you can get yourself stream sniped for that. It is actually TOS.
Yeah, I've heard someone say that.
Yes. But it is just generally common etiquette to give a heads up to a streamer on that. So I'm fine with it because all my stuff is Creative Commons, but like some of the big boys, make money off their streams and they get a little twitchy about it.
Okay.
Hey, Bobby. So no worries there. So are you aware of me, or are you just channel shopping and looking to discuss?
I am only a little aware, but mostly looking for discussion.
Okay. So tell me about yourself.
So let's see here. I'm 27 years old, and I live with my godmother in Missouri. She helps out in many ways, and it gives me the free time to create or conversate. And basically, I dropped out of college. I was going for like a psych major, and so this is about like 7 years ago. Without doing a whole thing, I just basically ever since then, how should I explain myself? Well, I've always felt that there were other perspectives to how the world works, or how our conscience works in relation to it, and so that's what's fascinated me.
Okay. So having been down this path myself to some extent, we probably know some of the same names and some of the same concepts, but being very agnostic about it, as I don't truly believe anything, because I don't think the human capacity for understanding the complexity of existence is there. So I just let that in. I leave that to the wind and move on with my life. But having played around with some of the more esoteric and the mystical and the spiritual and the psychedelic, I'm at least fluent in the conversation, and I might not be as dismissive as some others in the community might be at first. I will tell you, though, I am an outright non-believer from that aspect, and will criticize from a more empirical standpoint oftentimes, because it gets a little flighty sometimes. But where do you want to start the conversation, man?
Well, appreciate you sharing a little about yourself. Since your channel goes kind of into like politics theory, maybe some philosophy, but I would say in tandem with a large part of the Twitch community as well, there is a lot of belief that arguing for or against many points will help the state of society reach a better level of whether it's democracy, humanity, equality. But I think a lot of the arguments that people have for or against, not saying they're entirely false, but they're often smokescreens that hide how people view themselves, which has often been influenced by big institutions. And today, science is the hallmark for many of us, though there's still a bunch of people that believe in religion. Philosophy and agnosticism has sort of taken the headway, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But anyways, I think there's a smokescreen in the political field that seems to think that just by passing a policy or electing a representative, we can steer the nation towards a better course. And I'm not saying this is entirely false, but people get so angry that I think a lot of that just is a suppressed amalgamation of so many years passing in our history where we're not talking about how we see ourselves and how may or maybe not we are being twisted, or not twisted, but manipulated to think in certain terms. So I'll stop there.
Okay, so I'm just let's just rip the Band-Aid off, right? Like I can sort of see where you're headed. Let's go to where we're headed anyway. Like let's get to the meat and potatoes of it, because like I know the pitch, and the pitch is fine because I agree with the pitch. Most people agree with the pitch, but what's the underpinning? Right? What is the end goal? What is the gain here? What is the more actual? Tell me your real opinion, Matt. Man, give me the real mystical opinion about it. What's going on there?
Well, so many spiritualists blame, or even conspiracists. They kind of there's a lot of connections people have in, I guess, these community bubbles, but my spiel is just how by uncovering certain ideas in certain institutions, not necessarily criticizing a select body of people, even though I think there's some relevance if it's checked and balanced, but the meat and potatoes is questioning certain beliefs from empirical institutions as the means for people to express something universally beneficial. That, which is another vague, thing, but we might be getting closer.
How do we get people on the same page to do that?
Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't maybe cut you off.
No. It was pure question, and I was done. How do we get people there? Because the truth of the matter is that, like, yeah, humanity needs. It's a really easy prescription. We need less infighting. We need more unity. We need more willingness and compassion and empathy and kindness and sympathy and love, and we need more willpower. We all of these things. We know the prescription. But what's the treatment?
Well, the treatment, I would say, is rather complex, but simplified down, it is to acknowledge certain ideas stated by certain institutions. And today, I think there's a lot that can be said about science, definitely for religion, but spirituality doesn't have all the keys. I don't think any one subject of society has all the keys, but I think there are large reservoirs of information within sort of the religious scientific war, the dialectic debate, whatever, that can unlock motivation or sense of purpose in people to go about the process of life without not only a nihilistic attitude, but a sense of mutual optimism, and that despite disagreement, there can still be progress.
What if that disagreement? Because how do you perceive the current state of play? Do you see it as a dire moment, or do you see it as just another influx that can be tempered?
Good question. I mean, I would lean more that it's an influx that can be tempered, but never before have we reached a time where there's so many people and there's so much of a potential of a situation to happen, where never so many people could be affected. Not necessarily speaking of like a war type thing or a civil war, which I know some people have talked about as a reality for America. But I see it more as like a not so ultimate doom situation.
Can I put you into a hypothetical?
Yeah, go ahead.
You as you sit now, fully formed. Let's go back to 1934, 1935, 1936. Something in that territory, right? Knowing what you know about the trajectory, knowing exactly how that part of the world plays out for those years, knowing what's coming on the horizon, where would you say the moment switched from influx to dire in that time period of Nazi Germany? My purpose of inquiry is to attempt to calibrate my settings to your settings, so I know where left and right are.
So in that time period, I think it's very limiting to call this time period as like the critical moment for the German people to change the course of their nation, as I think many of the German people had psychological mechanisms that had a sense of pride, ethnic national pride, which goes back to the Prussian Empire. But you're talking about this specific time period, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be to like, the election of Hitler.
I mean, the truth of the
whenever
matter
he
is,
was elected.
if I don't put you on rails, we can blame the fish that crawled out of the ocean, right? Like we have to put some sort of working parameters on it, and that's the only reason for the restriction. Because let's face it, when the singularity collapsed down and decided and expanded out to an infinitely expanding set of multiverses, we could blame that too, probably. But let's start with the humans. So so there was a moment though that you're like, yeah, it's probably like now. So the whole purpose of that little hypothetical, that little derailment, was to say that for some people in America and abroad, that tipping point has already been reached. That line, their perceptible line, the subjective nature of how one does cost-benefit analysis, risk analysis, and survival and thrive mechanics that occur in the human brain, right? Like all of that stuff that we're sort of hardwired to do. That point has been reached for a lot of people. And so talk of more, forgive me for being reductive, but I say it with an element of, what the fuck, was that lightning?
I think it was M80. Someone's just
not
done with their
fireworks. For those of you, I saw it on their screen, just it was a flash. I think some people are already well past that line. And so there might be some lower vibrational solutions that may be hauled out as a result of that. And the truth of the matter is that this is just a human process. It's just a cycling of history. It's the pendulum swing, as it were. I don't see it as necessarily some element of negation of a higher order of destinal powers or some sort of thing. I just see it as
human nature.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just our way. Some of us like greed and power. They like to hang on to things, and some people, eventually get tired and being ignored and being downtrodden, and things happen. I don't see it for much more than that, because I think anything beyond that is speculative. And I find the same level of bother with these sort of new age spiritualists, mystical, speculative areas just as much as I am by a Christian walking up to me saying that fucking God's name is Yahweh and you should be stoned or some shit like that, right? It's like, how do you know this stuff? It just seems to be an element of trust me, bro, contained within most of these discussions when you get down to it. So I'm an anarchist, right? I'm a direct action guy. Like, that's literally a good portion of what we do is literally called direct action. You got to go out there, make a sandwich, get your hands dirty, do the fucking job. And so for me, it's not so much about vibrations. It's more about, can we get bread? Can we stop that bleeding? Can we ensure the clean water? Right? Like, that's where the rubber meets the road for somebody like me. And all of the rest is, at the end of the day, a fun conversation. But it's probably a hungry dude somewhere down the street that could probably use a sandwich.
Okay, I think I get what you're talking about. For sure.
Yahweh, no way.
Okay. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of realism, or I guess objective realism. So I believe a lot of the New Age and spiritual community is blinded, and I don't know how much disagreement we may have, and how I may see their sense of, I guess, it's a negation of responsibility, but I don't see the need for everyone to be like an activist. But I would say if you are going to be, well, standing true to whatever you think are like spiritual principles, there is a requirement, an equal requirement to expose narcissistic or evil principles, which 90, maybe 95% of most spiritual people are interested in. But I definitely think the traces of evil is one of the confounding exponents, conclusions to why there is so much suffering. But like, yeah, generally speaking, okay, but like, so
can I pursue that line of thought? What was that about traces of evil?
So like the ideas of certain people, not exclusively blaming certain people, but that certain people, narcissists, have been seen throughout time to state certain rhetorics about the individual being small, insignificant, incapable of providing value in their society without going along with the tradition, the culture. You were killed, you were stoned, you were defamed, capital punishment, some killed. But the idea of us human beings being inherently flawed, I think, is one of the compositions of narcissism. But before I just touch into that, I will finish in saying that the willingness to acknowledge in spirituality or whatever, mysticism, esoteric stuff, like or maybe the unwillingness to talk about how humans get locked into a sense of inability to engage in society without being fully dependent on an activist material approach, is totally absent, is totally gone. And I would say this is something essential for a democracy to evolve. We do need activists, we do need journalists, we do need independent, people engaging in democracy in a, political fashion. But there also needs, I would say, a counterbalance of people really, not just philosophy and theory, analyzing narcissists and the psychology of narcissists, but tracing the interlinking ideas of institutional narcissism, which in science and religion, there are many similarities. It's more progressive in science, but you're probably wanting, okay, what specifically are you talking about?
Yeah,
is my guess.
Yeah, I could use some specifics.
Well, in science, the typical premonition going off of like evolution, without getting too crazy here, is just that as we evolved from animals, we can see that by the animal nature, we are inherently aggressive. We will kill our own species. We will kill others of other species, and there's very little cooperation. But I would say, from my interpretation of this subject, that there is more cooperation among animals than in human beings, given that, yes, there is some killing of the same species and of other species, but most species, those of the same species do have way more cooperation than we have of our own. And the idea of, I guess, nature red in tooth and claw from the 19th century was an evolutionary biologist's view of, or I don't know, a philosophist view of that we were inherently negative or aggressive. And the same thing with religion, coming from that we are inherently sinners. We are inherently minuscule to this all-seeing, all-powerful God, and we must be subject to the authority, the mediating authority, which was the priesthood, and today we have the intellectual scientists. I'm not saying all these people are bad, or all of them are false, or all of them have bad ideas, or don't have there isn't way more perhaps inventions to make life easier today, but there's a repetitive pattern that I've seen to dehumanize people by this epic perspective, whether from an existential history or evolutionary perspective, or just a total cosmological perspective, that we are in all ways separated from this this I don't know, you call it a process, but this I don't know, whatever you want to fucking call it, just to how we have come to be who we are today. So I'll stop talking and let you respond.
Not only are we're going to start at thesis 1. Human beings are the most cooperative species on this planet, and we don't even exhibit the most destructive behaviors. We're just the most technologically capable, thus amplifying and magnifying our destructive capabilities, both for self-harm and for external harm. Through our cooperation, we've managed to exit the biosphere of the planet. We are the most successfully cooperative species that is in the observable universe. That's just the truth as it stands in the moment. Where we go from there and we take that, don't know. Because at the end of the day, we are still prone to mammalian animalistic instincts. We are still prone to, for fuck's sake, one of the experiments that was done with chimpanzees years ago was to teach them to create valuation of money, to create tokens for them. And those tokens equaled food. And so the researchers taught the chimps that the tokens equaled food. One of the first behavior patterns that emerged in their social group was that the males began to hoard and save the tokens and then trade them to the females in exchange for sex. This is emergent behavior within the primate kingdom. This is just part and parcel. We're not special. We're not magic. We're not some greater deviant species that has somehow strayed from the sanitary divine path. We're just a stupid monkey. And yes, don't at me. I know we're a great ape. Fuck, and we're just a stupid monkey that likes to tell fancy stories and is really good at making shiny things. Now,
having self-awareness is it's a quantum leap considering the.
You think animals aren't
trend.
Self-aware?
They are not self-aware. In the abilities. Okay. I feel like, okay, maybe I can't anecdote this, but from what I've seen,
corvids are tool users. They're left-beaked and right-beaked. They mourn their dead. They hold funeral processions. Elephants have funeral processions, for fuck's sake. Dolphins are known to develop all sorts of attachments.
Maybe I should state more specifically in that we have the ability to question our conscience and the distinct paths of ideas and how they work. As the component of self-awareness of what I was talking about. I think you are right about like human beings are more cooperative. I guess I was just trying to say. Sorry, I think I was wrong, and but I think what I really meant to get at is like how there is a lot of cooperation in nature, and just because some kill each other or some hoard tokens and use that to prostitute or whatever, I would say it's not a total label that deserves to minimize our abilities to cooperate. Or anyways, go ahead, I'll let you go on.
I don't see where is this where is the mysticism informed from? How did you arrive at this position? Was it through psychedelic compounds? Was it through spiritual awakening? Was it through a meditative process? Did you arrive at it academically and then emotively? Like, I need more for like trajectory here. How did you come to some of these conclusions?
So what really got me onto this stuff was I found some information, I guess, in the New Age sphere, and I took that to the streets and came across a person who introduced me to a modern mystery school. And so from there was a lot of information about that I guess led me to find out how there are many ideas institutionally that divide and conquer society. But okay, go ahead.
No, nothing. I mean, I don't disagree there, but like more. What did the within this school of thought, right? What did you give me a foundational teaching? Give me a foundational principle. What is something that I can latch onto from this school other than like, divide and conquer is I mean, I can go to Sun Tzu for that, but like within this modern mystery school of thought, what's the takeaway? What should I know?
One of the big ones is that there's always an aspiring elite. There's always a group of people, so they can be categorized as a form of narcissists that will use the leverage of the public's anger towards the established elite to justify not only using violence, but using I guess to creating a sense of ideal society to then I guess convince the people that their lives can be much better. That there's a lot of information. I would say it's a foundational point in how there's always in history another class that says to be of the people, and yet they turn out to be basically the same in holding down power, continuing to, I guess, propose the same ideas of a separation of society to those who have and those who don't, even though it comes off as innocent in the beginning, where the royals, the monarchy, or even like the bourgeoisie, these are the enemies. These are the ones holding back society. And I would say there's truth there, but they are creating a polarity truths to an opposing polarity. And this is one of the foundational things is how identity, polarization of identity gets used to recirculate mass suffering.
Give me an example of polarization of identity contained within a single individual.
Contained within a single individual.
Yes, some example of a perturbation sent out within the system that was orchestrated by one of these systemic entities that causes this level of disruption within the individual. Can you provide me with
the
an
French
example?
Revolution, I think, is one of the best examples in how virtually the same system was maintained. I mean, I may not be able to answer your question, but I mean, the Bolshevik Revolution was another form of this. But I would say the French Revolution is one of our prime examples of how there was a repetition of an unequal society, and even though there were those who fought for liberty. I forget what the fucking thing is, the anthem of what. But anyways, all right, you can slam me down. I don't know.
I'm just wondering what
the example.
Yeah, it's liberté, égalité, fraternité. It's liberty, equality, fraternity. But like, is there a pattern amongst these elites? Is there a continuation between these elites, or is it just base human nature that keeps cropping up that we fail to deal with?
Well, I would say base human nature is tough to contend, considering the existence of narcissists always being alive in our history and having an attraction towards power and influencing ideas. But for the most part, I would say if you poll the average person, maybe if you go in the history, but there's been a lot more threats, I would say, insinuated into the identity to suggest. Okay, so let me just dial this down. Let me just say it. So, can I even say it? Well, fuck. Sometimes when I like pressure myself, I may seem to lose what I wanted to say. But inherently, you said this is a track record of just humans being, part of our animalistic nature. I would say this is a narcissistically influenced idea, because most people generally want other people to do better. Okay, in the political divide, left and right, extremism, fascism, whatever side of the horseshoe, yes, there are going to be people that say fuck these people, or like these people should be punished eternally in hell or whatever, blah blah blah. But I would say this is narcissistically manufactured, and most people generally want the best for people, and despite them what they believe, if they see them like on the streets or whatever, they generally would want kindness to be done unto them. Obviously, people aren't willing to like even buy them something to eat. But I think people also realize that these people are the subject of a much bigger problem, and they have no idea how to think or comprehend that it may not just be about billionaires and the economic system. That is a huge part, but I don't think it's the total part. So go ahead, say whatever. Sorry if I'm like this.
Don't need to apologize, man. No need. Fucking take it easy on yourself. Look, it's Friday. My stream title is literally Friday High Day. I'm fucking like 2 sheets to the wind here. A good portion of my chat is attempting to catch up. It's chill, man. Fucking don't beat yourself up. But I'm looking for the prescription. I'm looking for the prescriptive element within this dialogue, because I, as an anarchist, would approach this from a very pragmatic and realistic approach, right? Like we have direction on this one. We know what we do. We do it. It's all very it's almost, fucking, to pull out one of our terms, it's Foucaultian. It's in its analysis of power dynamics and that sort of thing, right? We're all about power dynamic analysis and making sure that there's a deficit of coercive and oppressive elements, and we're about flattening hierarchies into heterarchies and creating cooperative elements. But we see that as you got to go out and hoe the garden and plant the seeds sort of task. There can be an enlightened element to it for many people, and many people bring an element of that to us. But yeah, I fail to see, outside of the personal ramifications, the point, really, because this falls into, it's just another religion, right? Like it's a religious, it's got very religiosity over and undertones to the entirety of like, not just what you're saying, just like the entirety of this, the sort of mystic, spiritual, new age, guru'd, fucking Esalen inspired, fucking definitely rocking some Allen and some Terrence in there, right? Like there's all of these sort of people and elements that have created this moment that now exists within the sort of spiritual internet realm. But I fail to see how it can like boots on the ground anything, because the truth of the matter is that when you're facing down Christo-fascists who are more than willing to historically and contemporarily run a crusade on your ass, right? Like there's so many good vibes that'll fucking get you through that. Eventually you're going to need a sword and a shield, right? Like there's just, it's the reality of the situation. And for a lot of us, most of the people in my chat, if they don't mind me speaking for them, they're going to be of the position that, like, at least in the US and some places abroad, there's very much a situation where the discussion now should be centered around, okay, we need harm mitigation, harm reduction techniques. We need underground railroads for some of these places. We need to be prepared for defensive solutions like the trans alpaca ranch in Colorado, who the fucking cops wouldn't help. And the locals started rolling up on in the middle of the night in trucks and shit like the fucking Klan used to. And so they went out there with their AR-15s and said, get the fuck off our land or you're going to be out of here in body bags, right? And the locals got off their fucking case, right? Like this is a moment, and it's circling all the way back to my hypothetical. Like, I think the line has been crossed, and I think I think that while it can be a fun conversation, I think that when you're sitting in the trenches next to your buddy and there's a fucking bullet dinging off the top of your fucking helmet, probably not the moment to be like, have you considered Christ? It's just, I think right now what's important is boots on the ground, fucking making voices heard, irritating and disrupting as much as possible, civil disobedience across the board. Like, I think that's where the conversation and the advocacy should be. The conversation should be Jesus cleansing the temple, right? Nothing above and beyond, but don't worry too much about picking up a horsetail whip and chasing out some fucking bankers. Jesus at his angriest. That's where we should be pegged right about now. Fuck. And so, like, for me, all other discussions are just sort of one way or the other, some form of intellectual masturbatory diversion from the fact that, like, hey, 54% of the population just sort of like had their fundamental bodily autonomy revoked. And like a chunk of the LGBT are the queer community are facing down fucking rollbacks on protections across the board. We're looking at balkanization of the U.S. at this point. Lines are being drawn in the sand. State of California won't do business with, will not encourage, will not send anybody to any of these states that are participating in. California is going to start manufacturing their own insulin. Like the process has started. And having a conversation around, like, the lower vibrational frequencies of the era that are being able to be harnessed by these, elite groups. While I'm sympathetic and I understand the verbiage, I just, for most people aren't going to speak the language usually. And all they're going to hear is a bunch of fucking gibberish and be like, I don't know, man. Like, all I know is that, I got fucking Christians who quite literally are forcing people to be brood mares at this point. So, I don't know. Yeah. That's just it's where I land.
Okay.
But I've done a shit ton of fucking drugs in my time, and I've seen all the crazy shit, man. See, this is the thing. I'm super fucking sympathetic. I'm super sympathetic. This is almost like a professional, personal thing. Like as a quote unquote professional anarchist, right? Like as an anarchist here, I have to be like, dude, this is all gibberish nonsense. I have been a disembodied consciousness floating through the galaxy. I have punched through dimensional walls, man. I have fucking seen and done and experienced all of the crazy shit. Like I've had all of those experiences, and I hope in my heart of hearts, in the deepest places, that all of that weird quantum entanglement and all of these weird spooky actions at a distance, all this stuff that arises out of this weirdness, that whatever the fuck existence is actually does lead to some really cool, crazy stuff that is well beyond our perception and our ability to truly comprehend. I hope all that stuff is there. But I live in Las Vegas, man. I'm not putting money on the table on it.
Gotcha.
And there's money on the table right now. That's pretty much how I feel about most of it. Is these days there's money on the table. This shit's for real. And so as much as I want to believe and hope all of that, truth of the matter is I need you out there making a sandwich.
Gotcha. I would like to say one more thing, and I understand, I would say a good deal of where you're coming from, but and, you know, it's okay if not, but I would like to go to the bathroom. I've kind of been waiting. I probably, you know,
go. Stop asking. Right. Go, man. He started. He darted too, dude. He's moving. Oh, I shouldn't say he. I see non-binary. They. I'm gonna go with they. Yeah, I'm seeing a non-binary type. I should be saying they anyway. Dude, they darted. Fuck. That was adorable. Is this where I offer odds, says Bobby? Anyway, it was content. It was a conversation. Level, this person's been asking to talk to me for a while. Level, it's been fine for me. I know a lot of people would, yeah, right, Rev? Like, doesn't peg the weird. Welcome back. What are your pronouns?
Call me whatever.
Okay, cool. Straight up gender nihilist territory?
It's yeah. Gender nihilist. I mean, you can say, am I a nihilist towards gender? Indifferent?
Okay. That's on the path. That's a step. It's like, eh.
Okay.
I like eh.
So I think it's reasonable for people to want to prepare, or some of the more. I'm not even label that. So, prepare in defense.
Thanks for the follow.
Those who will just go all out in their justifications, whatever ends that we have already kind of been beginning to see, not just in legislation. So, but alrighty. All right. Well, the last thing. So I guess what separates me from a lot of other people, not to make myself better, because I think we're all people that I've heard the statement, we are not all equal, but we all have the equal capacity to go beyond our worldview. But so time and time again, I guess the overall lie is that our perception does not create our reality. And sure, there's a psychedelic community, there's a spiritual community, there are people in like metaphysics and fuck. And there's the scientists that just say this is just an amorphous blob of things that don't actually create anything realistic in society. And I get you've had some of these experiences. So I would say there's a lot of denial, a lot of ignorance. There's some smart people. But philosophy it's kind of intellectual, and then you have those emotional people that, you know, sort of just seek the comfort of being behind closed doors or getting with those people who only agree with you. So I think we're reaching a point in time, and I don't know if I could fully explain this, but that it's going to hit people in the face whether they like it or not. That they're going to have to talk with people, not just about obviously the weather or political rhetoric, or how's your job, how's the family, how's the kids, how's the wife, and that whatever that fucking video says. Okay, so like there is I would say a long due conversation that's been incredibly suppressed, and yeah, I would say we all have an ego. We all have this. We want. You said we call it inherent narcissistic qualities that come from whatever, whether evolution, whatever. But anyways, the point here is, I would say, none of us really see that our conscience has a direct impact in material structures. I'm not a big quantum I'm not into quantum theory that much, but I did see the double slit experience and how like protons will shift its pattern just by someone observing the experiment. I think there are severe repercussions to considering people from halfway around the world, perhaps, also being influenced by certain observations, maybe even ideas, but without just compiling onto the internet or academically awarded papers, studies, whatever, inventions. So I think there's a time that's about to hit, and there will be multiple times. There will be critical times, big dips, jagged curves, or whatever. But I am looking for a gradual incline without feeling completely doomed by things that may happen, like a civil war, economic recession. I don't know about a collapse, but nevertheless, our consciousness, this is the big divide, has an extreme capacity to totally change the timeline of here's where I'm about to give you my evidence. Change the timeline for how many people suffer. And I think many people don't want freedom. Many people are asking for economic and socio-political conflicts. And we've been in a very materialist society. I'm not going to go into the need for psychological welfare, but psychology has been also scientifically materialized into a very narrow scope. And so I don't want to go. I can probably tell that you're getting impressions that I'm going in many different directions, not really nailing one single point. But the point is, throughout time and to this day, people have not saw themselves as a critical component to changing big moments in history without thinking they're a savior or knowing it all. Where is my evidence to prove that this consciousness can existentially, reduce suffering to insurmountable degrees? Well, there isn't a whole lot of investment in this field of consciousness. Yeah, there's a lot of independent stuff, but empirical, agreed upon academic beliefs, theories, it's pretty far out there, and the quantum language is in itself crazy. But anyways, Kai, is it?
Yes.
Okay, Kai. I appreciate your time, and I guess the concluding statement is the blindness that so many spiritualists have is how there is a direct ignorance of engaging in society, and not just. I'll just leave it at that. And I've spoken on public transportation with many people on it, talking about a lot of stuff, some stuff that I've said here, but I can't talk about everything, of course, because most people aren't really open or willing. But and I still see the need for people to engage themselves, kind of like what you said, but there is a necessity to flip the switch in how we have come to see current conditions manifest. And my belief that you think is independent or personal, more in nature, is more in the market of ideas, but not intellect or intellectualism, pure mental interaction, but it is a ebb and flow of, well, the human element, but also the unreluctant. Is that the right word? The I don't know what to fucking call it, but the willingness to challenge big empirical bubbles that dominate most people's lives that we call ideas. Ideas about ourselves and how we see ourselves. And for the dawn of time, it's still been the same, that we see ourselves as small, disconnected from a higher power, whatever source, creator, Big Bang, and that this is all random. I think it's a very insidious idea to think that we are small or separate. And I think that is one of the foundation pillars for redirecting society. And I will conclude on that.
I disagree with the supposition that that humans have been sent to suffer this disconnect in any element of permanence within the historical record. This concept of being this singular, ego-driven, non-connected to a higher power or greater purpose. That's the majority of human history tells the opposite tale. For most of societies, most cultures, especially any traditional or indigenous cultures, especially, they feel very connected to their ancestors, to the spirits, to the earth, to the very process itself, and yet they still partake in many of the more destructive elements that humanity gets up to.
What isn't said here is, but there's always been an intermediary class that has said you must give praise and token and worship to us in order for us to bestow whether it's a religious thing or scientifically.
That's a highly Eurocentric view of religiosity and traditional spiritual beliefs within the human species. That's not true at all for the majority of human spiritual existence. The traditional shamanistic elements are run completely contrary.
Those were a bit more independent, but coming from like the major population bodies of the people, whether China, India, or the European, I'm not gonna even fucking say that. And then there's a Middle Eastern front, obviously, I've always seen independent of the more tribal nations, there's been this class that has dictated how worship and how the god should be seen, and what you need to do in order to receive blessing from this. And I think it's the same way with the scientific intellectuals. Unless you go through the notable professors and the scholars and get approval, you cannot access the greater pool of notoriety, which in itself is kind of. I'm gonna stop talking there.
I mean, that's very easily demonstrably untrue as well. The reason most people don't end up within circles of discussion of peer review and paper publishing and the academic circles is because they don't have the rigor required and the expertise and the dedication to actually partake in the process. There's a reason the scientific method achieves the results it does. is because it has the repeatability element. Because they've figured out how to control for these variables. It's a different process.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but there's still been a high bias towards certain scientifically minded individuals.
There's always going to be systemic bias, but that doesn't necessarily characterize the system. That could characterize elements that have hijacked and or controlled the system. Science itself as a concept, topic, and practice is not inherently religious. It's not. It doesn't have underpinnings of religiosity to it. It doesn't.
I would say the same for mysticism as well. Not religion.
It just, it can be racist. It can be because humans can be.
I agree.
It's a tool that humans wield, and depending on how we wield it, the outcome shall be seen. But it's return on investment has been far and above what most of the, well, frankly, all of the other of the other elements in society have been. Be they spiritual, mystical, religious, fucking, it doesn't really matter. Like, once we sort of sussed out this process, it's the same. Science is nothing more than building a stick frame house. It's a process. It's just a set of guidelines. Do this. This is rigorous. Approach things this way. This is a method to control for the madness, right? Like, yeah, people can get all sorts of ways because people are fucking dumb, panicky animals who are egotistically driven and have a variety of social conflicts and nuances attached to them due to the complexity of high society. It's going to be a more complex and weird thing, no matter how we approach it. But to toss it into a similar pile, same pile, or negate in some element, to throw shade on, to cast aspersions, just because there's these perceptible lines to be drawn. This is baby with bathwater, if I were to shorten it up. I know L wants to speak to you. I don't know. That's up to you. L is a philosopher. L has her own philosophy. Like, L writes, and that's so she has sent me a DM and has expressed that she would love to speak with you for a moment if you were up to that. Also, give me a moment.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. In a moment, I would be interested.
Okay.
I would like. I mean, we've taken a bunch of time, and we could, obviously talk again. I don't want to take the Friday night away from a lot of your viewers.
Well, what happens after this, after the stream, is we gather on my Discord server, and we have bad movie night. And a bunch of jaded leftists get drunk and high and hang out on a voice call and watch really bad movies together and have a good time. And if you'd like to stay for it, we'd love to have you.
Okay.
That's what because we don't have to continue these conversations. Yes, Bobby, and a centrist. You don't count. You're not a centrist, Bobby. We'll fix you. We'll fix you. Well, I'll get you one of these days, Bobby. Don't worry about it. So, yeah, we can continue this in many different fashions. Feel no need to feel pressure in any direction. I will definitely be back on the air one day or another. Put it that way. All right, hold on. Just no streaming. Oh, yeah, you can't. No, we will verify. No streaming bad movie night. That's not a thing that is allowed. We will be double checking that, I will assure you. Let's see. Just stuck in the centrist closet. I know, right? So, do you vote?
I don't really vote.
Okay, so you're streaming. So, I mean, people have seen you. May I ask approximately how old you are?
27.
Okay. What part of the country you live in?
Missouri.
Missouri. Oh, fuck me. All right. They get a little weird about stuff. They're not certain whether they want to be in the Union or in the fucking Confederacy sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rev says, "Hey, neighbors." Rev's in Arkansas.
Oh. I was born in California, and I stayed on the West Coast for most of my life. But now I'm here. Life happens. I'm just somewhere else.
Bobby was in Missouri this morning, St. Louis.
Well, I feel like we're kind of wrapping it, or maybe we've kind of already wrapped it up. And I'm open to talking to Elle. And so maybe we may not agree. You talked about return investment and how we're at a time where there's a lot more consent, or is that what it is? Consent maybe is not the right word. There's something else that I'm looking for. A total agreement, a unanimous agreement on more, you said, control variables, more rules, and not rules, but more ways in which we can mathematically, independent of our own biases, regulate the state of regulate a society that's not based in human right violations is one aspect that can be said, which I would say I would agree with. And I guess the last point would be that with the basic beliefs from a materialist point of view, and as with many religious belief systems, not just sort of the monotheistic religions, but the polytheist, has been that this higher force power thing is distinctively separated from us. That, like, yes, we may be connected to it in somehow through some story, through some explosion, but we are not that. That just because we have no memory, we can really only come to sense that we are just the byproduct. But this is where I think we're going to have to agree to disagree. But in just my knowledge or information retained, or I guess considered, that the idea of certain people, some of them mystics, some of them alchemists, some of them maybe more, maybe we call themselves scientists, although I don't know a whole lot of names, Donald Hoffman. But anyways, obviously maybe you heard the other guy, Crazy Nassim. But that this thing, whatever, is not who we are. We are a part of it, but we are not it. And that, I think, is the big division between most of history to this day in how we see ourselves. And, maybe we can talk about that, or, anything else another time. But that's the point, I guess. If I were going to stop talking.
What's your schedule normally look like, my man?
I'm really free. Okay.
So Tuesdays and Thursdays are my night shows. I'm infamously stoned for those. So this is just, I started Friday just like, cause fuck this week. But normally Monday, Wednesday, Friday are 5:30 p.m. for me. Those are like the straight shows. And then Tuesday, Thursdays are 11:30 p.m. And those are the after dark shows. And I bet you'd fit in fine at the after dark shows.
Okay.
That crew, we get loose. We're more open to, they'll be far more hospitable and less likely to grill your ass. The 5:30 crew, yeah, they tend to ask for sources. Okay. So yeah, no, man, it's been an interesting conversation, and I'm just gonna pull you off the air As we end this, but L is waiting for you in VC, and that as everything eventually winds down and wraps up, that's where we'll all be anyway.
All right. Well, thank you, and I like you, my friend. Just for all this. No, I don't want to.
No worries. I throw a shout out, Sinaticus, right? That's my pronunciation.
Yeah.
Cool. Shout out in chat. Good looking out, my man. It's been fun. I'll speak to you here in a little minute.
All right.
There we go. Released into the wild with L. That was fun. It was fun. It was good. Let's see. Last person who sent me a dono, thank you. I think I know who it was. It was the Chrono person. Either way, I'm not gonna fucking name check you. Iconoclast, that's who it was. It was Iconoclast, I bet. Thanks for the sub, Iconoclast, or the double sub. I think you just did that on Twitch and did fucking coffee. Either way, thanks for the donos all around. Thank you for the sub. Like it was a good way to fucking handle Friday. It was a good way to handle Friday. You only did one sub. Okay, so thank you to the 2 people that donated money and Iconoclast who just subbed. Fucking yes, enjoy your Cappy emotes and your bootlicker emotes and your whatever else is in there. Like I said, you're invited to Bad Movie Night. We do Bad Movie Night over on the Discord server. And you're only allowed if you're like, loose, shall we say. If you take things seriously, we really, really don't want to talk to you. It's our time. It's our mental health wellness moment. So yeah. What you got for me, Viva? Y'all got more of them sources? Anyone seen the European news is reporting Hideo Kojima as the assassin of Shinzo Abe? If that's real, Che, that would be amazing. Dear sweet Jesus. D-Gen's in. Yeah, they were kind, not drunk. A really nice change. Yeah. I enjoyed it. It was Greek news. Jesus Christ. That's hilarious. We're raiding out. Catch y'all later. Bye.